21st of May 2020, Thursday. We have US cash market working for more than 1 hour. We are approaching London fix. Piotr here. Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, whatever you are, guys. Light Forex Global YouTube channel, and we are going to make the market update, right? So before we start, let's go through the data we got today. The European PMI, the French one, well, a little bit better than what expected, but still we have to remember that that's we are going very at the low. Now the question is if we are going to recover quickly or it's going to take ages, right? The German, especially manufacturing one, was weaker what the market was expecting. Then we got the UK. Here was better, especially manufacturing, but services, it's in my opinion important. We've seen 27.8 when it comes to the services. Come on, guys, that's the joke. But anyway, the guys on the pound were trying to take the advantage of the green number, meaning that better what market was overall expecting. Then we got some US numbers, and there was like minus 43.1 Philadelphia Fed. Expectations was minus 40. Unemployment claims was minus 2,438,000. Sorry, expectations just 2.4. 2,438 minus was the number. Expectations 2.4. Weaker. Then flash manufacturing PMI and services 39.8, 36.9, both green. But overall still very low numbers. But that was enough, guys. As you can see here, we have a DJ chart. That was enough to push stocks back higher through the daily open, clean some stops, clean more stops through yesterday high of the cash market, right? Finally, when the stops were taken out, we have this nice a little bit of the pullback, right? Now let's start with the higher time frame. If you remember, we were discussing what is going on here, some kind of the finishing the business, but I'm not gonna be surprised if we are going to try to take more stops to the upside, right? There are a few more significant levels I see here, even towards 25,400 somewhere here, right? So a little bit of the push higher still very possible, and I wouldn't rule that out. Anyway, going lower, let's have a look where we are. 30-minute chart, right? We are trying to start to build the lower shadow. So what we have here? Well, we had stop count here, then we had stop count here, right? Then we had stop count here, then we had stop count here, and then we had stop count here, right? So nothing else, just stop count. Just guys are looking for a liquidity, right? Now I'm gonna be very careful from the intraday perspective. Looks completely different in my opinion from the higher time frame perspective, but that's for another update. I'm going to watch this pre-market consolidation and up, right? Why? Because from the intraday perspective, I want to see what I want to see. Yeah, from the intraday perspective, I want to see some kind of the test breakdown, right? Retest of the 50, maybe a little bit higher of one of the lower shadows, and continuation to the downside through yesterday low, pre-market low over here, because we found the liquidity to the upside. It's time to find the liquidity to the downside, right? That's how I see these things here when it comes to the DJ. Now let me switch to European indices. Let me switch to the DAX for a second, because DAX looks well, not that bad, right? That's the latest consolidation post, that was the stop count, pullback, consolidation, break higher, pullback, retest higher, we took out the stops, right? So we have this consolidation here. And we have like today's low over here. It's, you know, it's not the top of that consolidation, it's not the 50%, right? So what I'm gonna to look for, you know, because the DAX, the guys trading on the DAX, they are going to the bed very soon, right? So what I'm gonna to look for, some kind of this, like this pullback, this stop count, hitting the 50% of that consolidation, and from the intraday perspective tomorrow, the round number of 11,000, maybe that's a little bit of the relief rally from here, right? So looking for tomorrow, in case we are going to get the positive close when it comes to the US, so 11,000 gonna be some kind of the key for the bulls. Now, from the bear's perspective, okay, you want to see this consolidation to be broken first. We want to see the close below like this, and then the measure of the 50, and eventually retest, and even lower, right? So that's how I see the DAX. So that's the indices, right? Now let's have a look what we have on the gold, because there is a quite nice pullback going on over there, okay? And especially we are breaking some certain levels, like the that's the weekly low currently right now. So if you know, that's how the weekly candle looks like for now, right? We have the upper shadow, all right, weekly open blue dotted line, right? And that's how this weekly candle looks like with the negative body from the weekly chart perspective. So what that could mean, of course we are going to get our answer tomorrow, but that could be the failure, right, on that consolidation, meaning that at least market is going to retest 1690 and maybe even some stops below, all right? So finally gold is doing what I was expecting for quite some time. So that's how it looks from the weekly chart perspective or daily chart perspective, right? So if we are going to get such a close today, right, then immediately from the daily chart perspective, right, we are going to have some kind of the nice supply zone based on Tuesday low, Tuesday open, right? Just have to, because it's a daily, so it's a green color, don't forget guys. Let me change that. Okay, so if we are going to get the close below 1725, I would like to rather see a little bit lower level, like below 20. Then tomorrow retest of 2530 could be some kind of the selling opportunity. Well, guys, we shouldn't forget what we are trading, what kind of the environment is around, right? COVID, US-China trade tensions, Brexit uncertainty, plenty of different things. As I mentioned quite a few times, there is a little bit of the disconnection between the real life and the market, right? But it doesn't mean that we have to, you know, chase, because I told you, and I'm going to tell you again today, market may stay irrational longer than what we are gonna be able to hold, right, when it comes to the market going against us. Now, finally, that's I've been telling you previously. Finally, I've got the barber visit tomorrow, so I'm going to get back to my normal hairstyle. That's gonna be post-COVID hairstyle. Finally, barbers started to work. Yes, guys. Anyway, that was my pleasure to make this post New York cash open market update. So indices, well, Still, we might see higher levels. DJ discussed DAX and the gold. Gold depends on the daily close today. If necessary, I'm going to make an update towards the US close or closer to Tokyo Open, especially having in mind that we have a Bank of Japan during the last Tokyo trading day. Guys, was a pleasure for me. Don't be trapped and see you around. Take care and goodbye.